Alright, here is Israel's institutional structures. Constitution. Israel does not have a written constitution, but they have an evolved system of basic laws and rights. This system is semi-constitutional and named the Basic Laws of Israel, with 14 constitutional laws. These 14 laws are founded from individual liberties from the Israeli Declaration of Independence. The Basic Laws of Israel were meant to be a draft for the Israeli Constitution, but it was never finished, and it started in 1950. The laws protect citizens' civil rights and liberties, as well as laying the foundation for institutional structures of the state. These laws were written under very tense conditions because Israel formed very recently in a very tense Middle East, with many challenges saying it shouldn't even be a country. Structure of the government. The Israeli government is based off of a parliamentary democracy, consisting of an executive, legislative, and judicial branch. A parliamentary democracy means that the leader, or executive, derives its democratic powers from the party that is in control. Israel's government is often highly criticized due to the nature of its existence, creation, and especially its neighbors. The people of Israel elect the members of the legislative branch, Knesset, who then elect the prime minister, who is the head of the executive branch. The Judicial Selection Committee selects the members of the judicial branch as well as other courts through the state. Executive branch. The head of state in Israel is the president, Reuven Rivlin. The role of the head of state, though, and the president, is more of a ceremonial one, with them not really having much power. The head of government in Israel is the prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. The prime minister in Israel is the main leader of the country and the one with the most power. To be the prime minister in Israel, one must be a citizen and a member of the party in power in the Knesset. Israel's prime minister doesn't have any term limits, but there must be an election every 4 years. The powers of the prime minister include administering foreign and internal affairs, policy making, decisions for the armed forces, and much more. Legislative branch. The Knesset is Israel's unicameral legislative branch. A unicameral legislature means that it is made up of one house. The opposite would be a bicameral legislature with two houses. The members of Knesset are known as Havrat HaKnesset for women and as Chaver HaKnesset for men. These members qualify for the Knesset as long as the party they are in deems them fit to serve. The Knesset members serve for 4 years, but they don't have term limits. The main power of the Knesset is to legislate laws and revise them if necessary. They also establish government, review government decisions, and elect the president of the state. The prime minister checks the Knesset's powers because it can dissolve it. Judicial branch. The judicial branch in Israel is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of Israel rules over law and individual rights like other countries, but without a written constitution, there is a challenge towards the branch. So they tend to rule based off of basic laws and rights. The justices of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President of Israel upon nomination by the Judicial Selection Committee. And back to the other slide that we were just talking about, this is the main role of the President to select these members, but they must be approved. That's like the most powerful thing the President of Israel does. Recently, in 1992, the Supreme Court of Israel gained the power of judicial review, which was much needed and strengthened their power and legitimacy. The Supreme Court of Israel is independent from the rest of the government's ministry, thus keeping the rest within checks and balances. For the comparison, I chose the United Kingdom. The comparison of the UK and Israel is one that is very similar due to them both having parliamentary systems. For one, the UK and Israel both directly elect their legislative branches, who then elect the Prime Minister for each election. Both countries also do not have a written constitution, which makes it harder for both countries' judicial branches. In both countries, the judicial branches are similar because they are both independent, but this being relatively new in the UK, with this happening in 2009. So, that's Israel's government structures. Thank you.